moist toilet. Well, truthfully, it's probably not that moist anymore after being in here for 20 years. It's Johnny. Welcome back to the Wanderlust Bus. Today we are talking about removing the bathroom right behind me. We need to figure out how we're going to do that. And what we've come to the conclusion on is we want to go ahead and take the plastics off the top before we go ahead and move on to actually removing the bathroom. The reason we want to do that is because with all this stainless steel trim here, we want to keep as much as we can and reuse as much as we can. So we're thinking maybe a countertop edge or some kind of trim somewhere. But this is a nice piece of stainless steel and it would cost a pretty penny if I went to replace it. So might as well try to keep as much as we can when we try to do the rip out. Now what we're going to need to do is start off by removing all the screws and the lighting fixtures from this top rail. And we'll go ahead and get that. Let me get my tools and we'll go ahead and get started and I'll show you how we do it. Alright, so we're going to start off by taking out these speaker grills. Each one of these speaker grills has 6 screws in it. Now, once you've got the speaker grill off, in some cases you'll have a light and a speaker. In this case, we just have a speaker and a blank space where the light would be. But all of them don't have it, so you just take that speaker out. Once you get the speaker out, you'll have access to a Phillips head screw that allows you to get to this top plastic. There's also 2 center Phillips head screws all the way down on every single panel. Now, what we're going to do is take all that out, and then we'll see what we got to do after that to get to the bathroom. Alright, now that we got that speaker grill off, we can go ahead and get to this light. Now I'm going to put my gloves back on because with all this exposed insulation, it is fiberglass, so you want to make sure you're wearing gloves. I have glasses on, but you probably want to wear eye protection too. So let's go ahead and get this off. This is just clipped on. The cover to this light is just clipped on. Just take it down. Remove these 2 fluorescent bulbs. A little bit of a smell of ozone in there. That's a lovely thing. This lighting system had some electrical issues towards the end there. Alright, now that we got the lighting and light bulbs out, we have to take the screws out of here. When it goes easy, it's really beautiful. There is another way it can go. And now we'll just take the Phillips head screws that hold it out. And guess what? No, we won't. We're actually going to have to drill these things out because they are rusted through. Alright, after we took a look, a little more investigation revealed that these screws are so damaged, they're beyond repair and beyond helping to get out of the dang thing. So we're going to go ahead and break out the angle grinder and make it a whole lot easier and a whole lot faster. Oh, incidentally, hearing protection. Crank it up, guys. Now that we've got all the screws out, all we got to do is cut the wiring and our lights are free. By the way, now that you know that, make sure you do it because otherwise you shoot yourself out a window. Anyway, got the wiring, your lights free. That gives you access to all of the panels up top. We actually had to remove an extra light to get to the back panel, and we're going to do that next. Alright, well, there's no better way to get a bus work done than with slave labor, so to speak. Ain't that right, Ash? Mm-hmm. Say hello to the people.
Hi.
So she's taking down the screws out of these lights along with, if you look behind her, you can see all the wires dangling. We're cutting them off. Now this bus is an Eagle Model 15, and one of the cool things about this bus is the wires all are individually numbered that match numbers in the fuse box. So it makes it easy to route wires. It's a spectacular thing. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go take a break and let her take down, well, the rest of the lights and the speakers. Have fun. Alright, so now that we've gotten all the electronics out, all the lights are down, all the speakers and all the fluorescents, now we're coming to the part where we actually want to remove the plastics from up top here. In order to do so, this emergency hatch, I have to take the emergency hatch trim out as well as taking the emergency hatch out temporarily so that I can then put it back because, well, it's the only thing up top that makes it weatherproof. So I'm going to take these out. I started with a drill. I already tried this. Don't use a drill. The trim screws are plastic. You will break them. So, we're going to take all of these out. Now that we've got the 4 screws out of the emergency hatch, we can go ahead and take this trim piece down and reveal that there's some Phillips head screwdriver screws under here that we're going to have to take out. As you can see, the quarters in here are pretty cramped, and it's going to be really hard for us to get inside here with video and show you guys how we're going to take this bathroom apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get detailed pictures, and we'll throw it up on the website. That way you can take a look at it if you're interested. Otherwise, I'm just not going to bore you with absolutely one shot of this doorway. You don't really want to see that. So next time we'll come back and we'll talk about how we're going to get the surface steel prepped so that we can get it all ready for priming before we get the insulation going. And we'll talk about how we're going to tackle the floor and a whole lot more stuff. So head over to the website, thewanderlustbus.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the social media. Share us with your friends. Follow us on YouTube. New videos coming real soon. For right now, I'm going to get back to work. It's Johnny with the Wanderlust Bus. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.